What's going on, guys? Tony Pazzo. Good morning. We're gonna make a video today on the Samsung Galaxy S20 line. I'm gonna give you my reasonings for why I'm not gonna buy it and why I wouldn't recommend you to buy it. Before you click off the video, it's not gonna be a hate video towards Samsung or anything like that. I love Samsung products. I've owned almost every single Samsung Note that's came out, and I just want to give you guys my thought process on the Samsung Galaxy S20 line and what I think about it. You know, this phone just came out. I mean, like, there's tons of videos on it. It's very popular. It's like it's booming right now and trending on social media, Samsung S20s, and I just want to touch on that. I don't want you guys to get trapped into that circle where you feel like you actually need to go out and buy this when you really actually don't. And I'm going to give you my reasonings why I'm not going to buy it. And first, the cost for the S20, it's for the S20, the first smaller one. It's actually $1,000, and then it goes all the way up from $1,000 to the higher tier phone, which is $1,400. That right there is a lot of money for a phone that's only going to be supported with updates for 2 years. Now, hear me out before you get upset. The iPhone 11 Pro Max that I currently have, I'm shooting a video with, is $1,100. I see your point where you're going to say, well, you paid $1,100 for the iPhone 11. Why wouldn't you pay $1,000 for the S20? I just told you. 2 years of updates, 5 years of updates. I'm gonna get like 5 years of updates on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. It's been proven. I currently have another phone. It's the iPhone 6s, and that's gonna get iOS 14. So that's 5 years of update on that phone. So that just reassures me that my phone is gonna get 5 years of updates. So it's an investment that I think it's a good investment. I think it's a better investment than spending $1,000 on the S20, simply for what I just told you. I know this has a lot of features, and we're going to get into the features and the memory and the capacity and the RAM. This thing has a lot to offer. But if you're only going to update for 2 years, does that outweigh the benefit of having all these things? What I mean is, they have a lot of storage on these phones. I think it's starting at 128, which is a lot of storage, but it's 2020. 2020, a lot of services are streamed. We got Netflix, we got Hulu, we got Apple TV. As far as watching videos and movies and stuff like that. And then we also have streaming services, Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music, Google Play Music. Everything is streaming, so you really don't need a lot of storage. If you're going to stream, you have all these streaming options in 2020. So as far as the memory capacity or the storage capacity, I had 64 gigs of internal storage on my iPhone 11 Pro Max, and I believe I have like 30 gigs available. So it's plenty. It has all my apps, all my photos, all my videos. I do have a lot of videos on here, which I'm actually recording this one on there also. So yeah, they have a lot of RAM also. RAM is, I could see you using a lot of RAM if you're using DeX. Like if you're gonna use your S20 for DeX and stuff like that, I could probably see you using that. But if you're not going to use as DeX, as a computer, as a PC, and you're just gonna use it for the usual stuff, gaming, social media, just banking and doing stuff on your phone, the huge amounts of RAM is going to mostly be used for multitasking, for keeping apps open in the background. It's mostly what the extra RAM is for. So it doesn't close the app out, it keeps everything in memory. So if you're a heavy user like that and you're gonna have like tons of apps opened up in the background, then you're probably gonna need 12 gigs of RAM. But if you're not, like me, it's just overkill, something to put on paper saying that you have all this RAM. You're not going to use it, just like I'm not going to use the extra storage. That's just me. I'm giving you guys why I'm not buying the phone but I don't see the need for it. Now the 120 hertz on the phones is pretty nice. I think it's gonna make everything run nice and smooth. I mean, I had a OnePlus 7 Pro and that ran pretty smooth. I was actually impressed with the smoothness of that display. So I could see a lot of people enjoying the smooth display, the refresh rate, how everything just moves real nice. It's nice and smooth and nice and responsive. I can see the benefit of that, but is that something that you really need, that you're gonna go out and spend $1,000 on? That's up to you. But me personally, I really don't see the need for 120 hertz. For me, I have 60 hertz on my iPhone. It runs just as smooth, and I don't have any issues with it. I'm not like stressed out because my phone is so slow. It just works great on the iPhone. So, yeah, so that's probably one of the reasons why I just don't see myself using it like I thought I would. So if you sit back and you analyze what the S20 really is and what it's really offering you, and take that in, and just, I know it's a new hot device and everybody wants the latest and greatest, but in the long term, you're gonna spend a whole bunch of money on a phone that you're only gonna use for maybe 2 years, and then it's gonna be no longer supported with updates, and resale value is going to be horrible on it. They always are on the Samsung devices. This phone right here, you could probably mark this video down. Next year is going to be like $500. So there's proof of that. If you go back and look at their S10s, they're half the cost now, if not a little less than half the cost. So yeah, my thoughts on why I'm not going to buy the Samsung Galaxy S20 series, I'm gonna break it down for you. Price is too high. 5G is not really available in my area. What was the other one? The updates is not going to be updated for longer than 2 years like an iPhone would. An iPhone 5-year updates. Excessive memory, something to put on paper that I really don't need because everything's streaming. And the 12 gigs of RAM, it's a good thing to have, but I'm never going to tax it out and use exactly the 12 gigs of RAM, so I don't see myself benefiting out of that. As far as the 120 hertz display, it's going to be something that's going to be pleasing to the eyes. But I'm also not a gamer that games heavily on their phone, so I probably wouldn't benefit from the 120 hertz either. But that's all my thoughts. Drop it down in the comments. Let me know if you think I'm hating on Samsung. I don't think I am. I'm just giving you guys my points as to why I'm not getting it. And before I forget it, my last one would be the resale value. If you do decide that you don't like the phone later on and you decide you want to sell it, you're going to take a huge loss. So yeah, that's it for this video, man. Drop a comment, let me know what you guys think about Samsung Galaxy S20 series. If you're going to pick it up, drop it down in the comments. Let me know why you're going to pick it up. If you feel some type of way as to anything I said, drop a comment down too. I want to hear it. I'll catch you guys in another one. We out. Peace.